Rachel, how's it going? Is now a good time?
Hey, Eloise. I'm doing great, thanks. Sure, what's up?
A ton of boxes just showed up at your house, didn't they? They had oranges written on them, right? You sure you're going to be able to eat all those with just your family of 3? I'm happy to help you out. Just give me some and you won't have to worry about them spoiling. Shall we say 2/3? I'm on my way to pick them up now, so make sure they're ready, 'kay, honey?
Sure, they might say that, but it's not oranges inside.
Huh?
They probably got these boxes from the local supermarket.
What on earth? How confusing. Whatever. You don't necessarily have to give me oranges. Anything is fine.
Excuse me?
Yes, anything will do. You'll give me some things, won't you, sweetie?
No, I have nothing to give you. All that's inside the boxes is borrowed morning clothes.
Morning clothes?
I'm pregnant with my second little one right now, and it's hard to find things that fit. So I had to borrow some maternity-use morning clothes from my sister.
That's no good. I don't plan on having any more kids now, so even if you gave them to me, what use would they be to me? You can do better than that.
I wasn't going to give them to you anyway.
Besides, how can that many boxes be full of nothing but morning clothes? That would just be weird. You're hiding something. What is it? What is it?
No, I'm not hiding anything, really. There are a couple of other things in them, but nothing special.
Fantastic. I'll have those then.
I told you, I have nothing to give you.
Oh, don't be so silly. You know how much you love helping out your friends, sweetie. I'm on my way now. Won't be long.
Listen to me, Eloise. The only other things are foodstuffs, and they all contain gluten, which, as far as I remember, you're extremely allergic to. Are you not?
Huh?
My sisters-in-law run a bakery. They're planning on releasing a new cookie range over the next couple weeks. They asked me if I could do some taste testing and sent the cookies along with my sister's clothes. It could be pretty careless of me to feed you a load of cookies containing gluten, knowing how badly you would react to it, don't you think?
Good grief. I had no idea you were so mean, Rachel. What's with you lately?
What's with the... I don't follow.
You get sent boxes upon boxes full of stuff, and yet you don't have a single thing for me?
What the... I didn't have these boxes sent on the assumption that I would be giving you anything in the first place, so I don't understand what you're mad about.
Ugh! If you're borrowing morning clothes, that must mean you have a memorial service to go to.
Right, yes.
And given the timing, is the memorial on Sunday by any chance?
Yes, it is.
Now, it would make sense that the banquet after the memorial has already been arranged and paid for. Aha! I've got it. You can make up for this by inviting me along to the banquet.
What?
I'll let you off having to give me anything if you invite me to the banquet and let me sample all the delicious food.
No, really, what are you talking about? It's a memorial for family members only. I don't even know you that well, Eloise.
Oh, don't be so mean-spirited. I've got an idea. If I can't come along on my own, how about I bring a +1? My little Kaiser would love to come. I bet your daughter Sandy would love to be able to play with one of her friends. You know how dull these things can be for kids.
Kaiser?
My adorable little son, of course.
Wait, no way. Your son's called Kaiser?
That's right.
That's strange. He told me in Sandy his name was Taylor. So that's what we've been calling him this whole time. I mean, I guess I just assumed that was his name.
Oh, he's such a silly boy. His name's Kaiser. It means king in German, you know. Dearie me, don't tell me you didn't know. You should try exploring a little international culture every now and then. It might do you some good. This is what you get for not having a basic knowledge of the major languages of the world. Now you just look like an uncultured swine.
Right. Anyway.
Oh, no, you don't. Don't try and change the subject. It's settled. Me and Kaiser will be tagging along for the post-memorial banquet. Oh, I can't tell you how excited I am.
No, wait.
Toodles!
No matter what you say, you're not invited to the banquet and you will not be getting in. Even if you show up, there won't be any food for you or your son. Hey, Rachel, are you there? Hey, Mom, what is it? How's the baby doing? Lively. I can feel it moving all the time now. I'm feeling pretty good myself, all things considered. I won't go into detail on the severe French fries dipped in chocolate cravings, though. Oh dear, whatever will we do with you? Listen, I wanted to talk to you about the memorial. Is everything looking good on your end? Yep, things are shaping up well. Great. Well, I need to speak to you about the venue. You see, the restaurant we booked proposed we move it to a different location. Huh? They did? The owner caught wind of there being a heavily pregnant lady among the guests. Now, he says the restaurant we booked can get fairly cramped, and there's a long walk, including a small flight of stairs from the car park. Out of consideration, he proposed we move to his second restaurant, which he says is a lot more spacious and easily accessible for someone in your condition. Oh, I see. I didn't even know they had a second restaurant. Apparently, it opened last week. Thinking about it, we'd be among some of the first guests. Aside from being more easily accessible, it's also only 10 minutes away from the church. I actually think it seems like a much better candidate. What do you think? Wow, no kidding? That's actually a really big help. Aw, that's so kind of them. Isn't it just? Okay, I'll give them a call and let them know we'd like to move ahead with the switch. Great, thanks, Mom. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. The reservation is in your name, right? Yes? Why? Maybe it's better I just tell you. What happened? Is something wrong? It's one of my friends. Well, acquaintances. It's one of the moms from kindergarten. I think I mentioned her to you before. Does the name Eloise ring a bell? Oh, she was the annoying one who's always pestering you for free stuff, right? How could I forget? Yep, that's her. The thing is, it looks like she's got the memorial service in her sights this time. The memorial service in her sights? What does that mean? She's dead set on showing up at the banquet afterwards, and seems to think she's going to help herself to all the food we paid for. Obviously, I told her that won't be happening. Wow, she really is shameless. I made sure to not give her any details on things like the venue and time, but she can be surprisingly sharp and resourceful when she wants to be. I thought it would be best to warn you beforehand, just in case anything happens. Got it. Thanks. I'll be on the lookout for gatecrashers. Don't worry about anything, okay? I've got eyes like a hawk. All right. I think that's just about everything then. So we'll all be meeting in the church car park at 11 a.m. on the day of the service, okay? Got it. Make sure to thank the restaurant owner on my behalf. Okay. Take it easy, sweetie, and be careful moving around, okay? It won't be long till the little ones do now, remember? I know. I'll be careful. Thanks, Mom.
Rachel, will you be coming out of the church soon? I thought I may as well make my way to the restaurant before you all arrived, so I'm here eating pizza as we speak. Naturally, my first order was the New Yorker. Spicy pepperoni, mushrooms, olives, peppers. And OMG, this big meaty sauce is just to die for. I'm in heaven. Next, I'm thinking of being a little bold and going for the ham and pineapple. Pineapple on a pizza? Yep, I'm feeling that adventurous. Ooh, apparently they have Mediterranean too. It's not every day I get to come to an expensive pizza place like this, and I figure since you're treating me, I may as well eat my fill. You have got no idea how spoiled for choice I am here. The barbecue chicken looks amazing too. Kaiser's having a blast. You wouldn't think that such a small child would be capable of dispatching with so many pizzas in such a short space of time. He truly eats like a king. Thank you so much, Rachel. This is so kind of you. All right, I can't resist anymore. The ham and pineapple can wait. I'm going barbecue. Let's do this. Rachel, pick up the phone. This is an SOS. Are you coming? I said pick up the phone.
Huh? Eloise?
What's going on? Explain yourself. The staff are saying you don't have a reservation here? When I told them to add the bill to yours, they said there was no booking under that name, or no big group bookings at all today for that matter.
I just checked through our message history to see if I said anything that might give you the impression what you just did was a good idea. Just as I thought, nothing. What are you playing at, Eloise?
I came to the pizza restaurant because you said you'd treat me. You said I could come along for the banquet.
Excuse me?
The booking for the banquet after the memorial was at Papa Ron's, was it not?
No.
Huh? What? But I saw you and your family all going into the church, and I went out of my way to get here before everyone else. What on earth is going on? How could you do this to little Kaiser?
We probably would have gone to Papa Ron's had this been a memorial for someone in my husband's family, since my in-laws are obsessed with the place. Why do I get the feeling you knew that and that's why you went? You're creeping me out.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. You're the one who told me before that your husband's family holds all their get-togethers at Papa Ron's. It's Kaiser's favorite, too. Besides, wasn't today the anniversary of the day your husband's grandpa died? That's why I was certain you'd be holding the banquet here. I would have bet my life on it.
My husband's grandpa's death anniversary was 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Today was a memorial for one of my own relatives.
What?
Sure, the church we held the memorial at today was the same one my husband's family used, but the banquet will be held at a different restaurant, one my mom chose, in fact.
Oh, is that so? Well, I haven't heard a thing about it. Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. Could it perhaps be because I have absolutely no obligation to tell you anything?
You're the one who said you'd treat me to some free pizza. Nothing you're saying makes any sense.
Nope, I definitely didn't say that. You're delusional.
Oh my God, how could you do this to me? You need to pay for all the pizza we just ate, like right now. The manager's looking at me like I'm some kind of criminal.
Like hell I do. This is not my problem. You ate the pizza, you pay for it.
But I didn't bring any money with me. Gah! You have no idea how stressful that was. They were accusing me of trying to leave without paying. I had to leave my passport at the restaurant while I went home to get the money. I somehow managed to scrape enough together with what we had lying around the house. Miraculously, I had enough, so they gave my passport back and let me go once I paid. But you owe me $155. You better make damn sure you pay up because I'll be seeing you in court otherwise. Now, by way of getting even for the stunt you just pulled, me and Kaiser are thinking of going for another meat feast. Ready for round 2? Pick up the goddamn phone, woman! You better not be pulling this crap on me again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, pay the price.
What is it this time? I'm coming very close to blocking you.
We just had pizza at Little Ebenezer's.
Excuse me?
I was absolutely certain I had the right place this time, but you're not here. Again. Why? This bill ran up to $230 this time.
Wow, are you being serious? This has to be a joke, right? No one does this, do they? You mean after stuffing your face at Papa Ron's, you went somewhere else for seconds?
Little Ebenezer's is the only other expensive pizza place near the church. I was sure it had to be this one. But once again, you have no reservation here, nor does anyone under your family's name. And once again, you've slithered your way out of treating me to my pizza for the second time in a row like the devious little snake you are.
I told you, I never said I would treat you to pizza. Even if, for argument's sake, we were in the same restaurant, you still wouldn't be getting anything. Not a single slice of pepperoni, not a single crumb of my crust. Nothing.
Mark my words, you will be treating me to pizza. Rachel, this is harassment now. Plain and simple. You're not in their second restaurant either. I just had to pay another $150 for crying out loud. Lord, give me strength.
I'm messaging you from the toilets. I had no choice but to lock myself in. I don't have any money. I don't even have anything back at the house anymore. What do you plan on doing about this? Oh my God. You actually went to their second restaurant? I refuse to believe it. This can't be. No one is this insane, are they? Tell me it's all been a joke. I checked on their site and found out they opened a second restaurant in the area recently. I was 100% sure this time. It had to be here. Where else could you possibly go? Criminal behavior aside, you sure can eat a lot of pizza, huh? Shut up and tell me where you are already. Enough with the games. Just tell me, now. I'm at home. Huh? We were already on our way home by the time you messaged me from the main store. What? Have you lost your mind? Why is it so much to ask for you to treat me to some pizza? You owe me a total of $535 now, and believe me, I will see you in court if you don't pay up. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not paying you a cent. Besides, I think you've already had your fair share of dough for today. This isn't funny. I'll be suing you for the emotional trauma you've caused me too. I had a panic attack when I first locked myself in the toilet, you know. I want $25,000 for the stress you've caused me. The total you owe me comes to $25,535. You better start getting the money ready because I'm going to be at your house real soon. Surely that's not possible. Huh? My mom, the one who made the booking for today, just got a call from Little Ebenezer's second store. They told me you tried shifting your bill onto me. Well, duh, of course I did. My mom told them you have absolutely nothing to do with us and advised they take whatever action they find appropriate. Apparently, they reported you to the police for eating without paying. The police? You should probably start thinking about bringing your toilet lockdown to an end and facing the music real soon, if you value not having a criminal record. How the hell can I go outside after the mess you got me into? If you cause trouble for the store, you may even be liable to be charged for damages under obstruction of business. The $535 pizza bill will be the least of your worries if that happens. Oh my God, this is some kind of nightmare. Please wake up, please wake up, please wake up! Eloise, whose favorite pastime seemed to be pestering others for money, got herself into a frenzied panic when she realized she finally had to pay for something herself. Apparently, she bolted out of the toilets like a horse the moment I mentioned the possibility of her being charged for damages. She was taken home by the police, who happened to arrive at precisely that moment. Her husband filed for divorce the moment he was made aware of the situation, and he showed up at our house the next day to apologize. For the time being, she's being kept under the watchful eye of her parents while being forced to help out with the family business. Her husband will be taking custody of their son, who, I heard, is relieved to finally be able to change his name. Apparently, he hated being called Kaiser and wants to use switching kindergartens as an opportunity to change it to Taylor, just like he always wanted to. His dad seems like a nice guy with some common sense, so I've got a feeling this will turn out for the best for both of them. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'll have to think of a name for the little one in my own belly real soon.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, is this Terry?
Yeah, but who's this?
I got some advice for you, Terry. I want you to divorce Susan immediately. You got that?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? And who the hell are you?
You're way out of your league, buddy. She is way too good for you. Better to break up this marriage because in the end, it isn't gonna work. Mark my words.
Like I said, who the hell are you? And what gives you the right to demand a divorce? I don't even know you, buddy.
I'm Gary Lawson. I'm none other than Susan's boyfriend.
Huh? Right. Gary, huh? Excuse me? But did you just get released from the mental institution? I mean, you sound like a totally crazy person to me, Gary. You say you're Susan's boyfriend, but she's married. She's my wife, so bug off, buddy.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. She's your wife now, but once the divorce goes through, she will be my wife. I mean, obvious, isn't it? I'm Susan's boyfriend. So eventually she becomes my wife. It's just how it's gonna be.
Let me get this straight. You're her boyfriend, so that means she's cheating on me. That right? You, Gary, did you say? You are Susan's male companion or lover? Something like that?
What is this male companion bullshit? I said I was a guy. I'm the real deal. Not some toy boy you make it sound like. For your information, me and Susan have been seeing each other for 6 months.
Well, that explains it. She did say she was busy with her part-time job since about 6 months ago. Yeah, she'd been late coming home all of a sudden. Figured she was just working overtime or something. So, she was seeing you, huh? Now I get it.
If you get it, we'll hurry up and get divorced, for God's sakes. No use prolonging this loveless marriage. The sooner the better for all involved. Do it tomorrow, first thing in the morning. You got it, buddy? You do know what to do. Just get the divorce, would ya?
You're really starting to sound like a broken record with this get a divorce bullshit. You're really starting to get on my nerves.
What the hell is this?
Anyways, how old are you? You sound like some teenager wanting his gal back. I guess you're an adult. What do you do? What company do you work for, or do you even work?
I don't really have to tell you shit, but I'm 22. I'm currently in college, but I've already landed a high-paying job at a major corporation. I'm what you call super elite. Someone who can make Susan the happiest woman in the world. Like you.
Super elite, huh? What are you, some kind of superhero? Are you really a college student? You sure don't sound like it. To be honest, you sound more like a high school freshman.
What did you just say?
I mean, you haven't even graduated from school, and this corporation you're so sure about, are you sure you'll even get in? To me, you simply sound like a kid, arrogantly, but with nothing to back it up. Like that old Chinese proverb about a fox in tiger's clothing. I forget the exact words.
Shut the hell up! I don't want to hear your stupid analysis.
So, you say you're a college student. So does that mean you met Susan at her part-time job? That must be it, am I right? You're probably working part-time there too. I'm right, aren't I?
Oh, for an old dude, you deduce that pretty quickly.
A old dude, huh? What's that got to do with anything? You do know that Susan and I are about the same age. But there seems to be more, not just part-time worker pals. Could it be that you're a stalker? I really can't believe that she would fall for a high schooler. Oh, sorry, a college kid like you.
Huh? Do you doubt that we are in love with each other? That we plan to marry? Okay, I wasn't gonna say this, but since you don't believe me, I have no choice. Susan is pregnant with my child.
Pregnant with a child, your kid?
Yep, that's right. I just found out today. She came straight to me to give me the good news. That's why I'm contacting you. We need to hurry this up. She showed me the medical checkup report from the hospital. Too bad, huh? She tells me you guys were not able to conceive. Guess you were impotent. And you've been married for what? Was it 5 years? Then I come along and boom!
A child? Are you serious? For your information, we decided not to have a child all these years. Not because we did not want one, but that was our plan from the very beginning, before we got married.
I really don't care to hear the details. The fact is you have no child. You're out of the picture, my friend. We don't need or want you around. Got that? So let's get this divorce on the road, old man.
Give a bit of time to think this over, I want to talk to Susan about all this first.
Huh? Are you serious? Don't go messing with my woman, my future wife and child. You do anything stupid, and you'll definitely get a piece of me.
I said I only wanted to talk to her. Stop foaming at the mouth like a rabid dog. What's another day or two, huh? I'll get back to you. Hey, Susan, you have a little time? I want to talk to you about something important.
Hey, Terry. What's up? What's so important?
I just got a line message from a guy named Gary. Gary Lawson, ring a bell? He says he's your lover, that you've been seeing this guy for the past 6 months.
Huh? What? Wait a second. What?
Yeah, seen this guy since what? February or so? About the time he started that part-time job, wasn't it? Oh yeah, he says you're pregnant with his kid. He demanded that I give you a divorce. I mean, right out of the blue. What's with this guy? Is he out of his friggin' mind? Or is this some kind of mistake?
I can't believe this. He really contacted you and spilled the beans about all this? I can't believe Gary. What was he thinking?
Huh?
I can't believe he opened his big mouth. I told him to keep his mouth shut for a while. Oh well, I guess it had to come out sometime. Maybe it was for the better. That's right. Gary is my lover. I've been having an affair with him for the last 6 months. About being pregnant? Yeah, it's true. I'm expecting. I just went to the clinic yesterday. It's confirmed. There, I said it.
You are serious, aren't you? Man, that was fast. Figured you'd at least deny it at first. Make it some sort of excuse, but no. You couldn't wait to tell me. You two are really something. You got your head in the clouds.
Well, I figured if my tummy gets big, you'll find out. So what's the use, right? Can't hide it forever, right?
Yeah, right, but at least you could, I don't know, deny it. Show a little remorse.
Anyway, now that you found out, I want a divorce right away. Then I will marry Gary. We never had kids, so no child support or anything. Nothing to worry about. We can go our separate ways, as if we were never married. Let's just pack up our stuff and just put an end to this whole fake marriage. It was all just one big mistake. We were just not made for each other, that's all. You okay with that?
Sorry, but that's a little too sudden. I can't agree to that. What gives you the right to make all these one-sided decisions? You're the one who cheated on me. I demand some compensation for what you guys did. I need you to also pay for damages.
Damages? What damages? What are you talking about?
Did you forget that you have access to our joint bank account? I just checked the balance. There was like $10 left. I'm sure you recall that I gave a certain amount every month so you could save it. Just this past month or so, you withdrew almost $10,000. This money was for our future. For when we were ready to have kids. What did you use it for anyway?
It's none of your business. It was an emergency. I needed cash right away.
And while I was checking that, I also checked your PC. And guess what I found? You seem to have been busy searching all kinds of travel agencies and your emails. All kinds of stuff in the outer inboxes related to hotel reservations, car rental info. Planning a trip, are we? Oh yeah, there were even a bunch of photos of you with some guy I've never seen before. I take it it's your lover boy, Gary. A PC sure is a treasure trove of stuff, or should I say, evidence.
What? You can't just go searching through my PC. All that's private. My personal stuff. You have no right. I could sue you for that.
Yeah, right, sue me, huh? I would really like to see you try. You do that, and in turn, I'll sue you for cheating on me and stealing from our joint account.
That's what I always hated about you. I always wanted a child. But no, you said not yet. It was too early. You weren't ready. Always making up some bullshit excuse to avoid talking about it. You would say you were busy with work and would just shun me every time. But Gary was different. He listened to everything I had to say, all my desires. He even gave me the child that I always wanted. What's more, he loves me. I hate you. Yeah, that's right. I always wanted to say this. I hate you.
You acted like a spoiled kid, Susan. The reason we don't have kids is because of economical reasons. How many times have I told you that? I asked you to wait a bit longer until we had enough money saved.
This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you living in fantasy land? We sat down and talked about this countless times. Give me a break. Yeah, okay, so that's the way it's gonna be, huh? Okay then, I'll give you what you want. I'll give you that divorce. But before I do, I'm gonna get a private investigator to check up on this Gary. Also, I will contact his college and inform them about this affair. Do you have a problem with that?
Go ahead. Do as you like. Makes no difference. We're in love. We have no shame for what we've done. Do whatever you want. Nothing will faze us.
Okay, I see. But keep in mind that you may be charged for unlawfully stealing money from me. You still okay with that?
I won't let you do that.
If this gets out, I mean, if it becomes a criminal matter, well, there's a chance that your Gary's position at this corporation he applied to and so proud of will be rejected. And he may even get suspended from school. And you still want to do this?
I don't care. As long as I can get away from you, I don't care what you do. Things get bad, I'll support it myself.
I plan to demand close to $50,000 as compensation for your infidelity and damages. You okay with that?
Go ahead. Go for it. You don't have the guts to do that. You're always such a coward.
Okay, don't forget what you said. I saved this little conversation, so I've got the evidence. You won't be able to refute what you said. Again, you're okay with this, right?
Hey, dude, Terry, sir. I'm really sorry about last week. It was all just one big misunderstanding.
Oh, Gary, hello. What's the matter? What's with the change of tone? Where's that passion from last week?
Yeah, well, I've been thinking this whole week about this whole fortunate situation, and, I wasn't thinking straight and sort of just went off the handle. I'm way more level-headed now, so that's why I contacted you. Besides, last week I was drinking and sort of said a bunch of stuff I shouldn't have. Did Susan talk to you after that?
Like about paying compensation and damages? I bet that's it, am I right? And about the company and school finding out about all this affair? I guess you thought it over and chickened out, is that it?
Yes, sir. I heard that the compensations would be in the tens of thousands, and so I was, She also stole that money from the joint account. By the way, I knew nothing about that. She even mentioned something about criminal charges, maybe even arrest, so I was, if this all gets out to my family and the school, then I might be suspended from school or my application to that company would be rejected, so after hearing all that, I'll be honest, I got scared.
I see. Don't blame you, buddy. And so, what do you plan to do about all this?
I was hoping you would consider reconciliation. Get back together with Susan.
Reconciliation? Are you serious?
Yeah, I was in the wrong too, and I apologize for being out of line. Can we just forget this ever happened? Water under the bridge and all that? I'll forget about Susan. I'll break up our relationship. I'll talk to Susan and convince her to get back to you. You guys can work it out. We can just put all the pieces back to how it was 6 months ago, and that's that. We can end this whole unfortunate incident. Everyone's happy. What do you say?
Huh? You're forgetting one important piece. What about the kid? What are you gonna do about the kid?
Oh, right, yeah, the kid. Well, I'll forget about the kid. Not my problem. You don't have kids. Perfect, right? You wanted a kid. You guys can bring the child up. It's a win-win for all involved. Don't you agree? I mean, I'm only 22 and still a college student. I'm gonna start getting busy, and I have no time to take care of a child. Really, this is all a big mistake, and I regret even having gotten involved. I have a bright future ahead of me. I don't need this in my life. Your wife and a child, you can have them both. So please forgive me, really. It was one big screw-up, that's all. I screwed up big time and I regret it, so give me a break, man.
Okay, let me see if I got this right. First, you have an affair with my wife. Then, you and my wife steal all the money out of my bank account. You use that money to take vacations and just have fun around town. Then, you knock my wife up and have a kid. And out of the blue, you demand that I divorce my wife for 5 years. But all that is forgiven because you are only 22. Did I leave anything out? It would be so heartless to ruin a young man's promising career.
Terry? I can call you Terry, right? Man, I'm so relieved that you understand. That you decided to forgive me. I was so worried I couldn't sleep at night. I really didn't know what I would do if you were adamant about pursuing this.
Yes, well, about this unfortunate incident, I thought of it long and hard, and considering that you're only 22 and you have such a bright and promising career ahead of you, but I have no intention of forgiving you. Sorry. I have no choice but to contact your colleague and also your folks and explain every single detail. Please understand, I have no choice. I don't give a damn if you're 22 or 42. Or that you have a promising career and that you're one of the super elite. Isn't that how you put it? You give me all that BS and then say stuff like, water under the bridge crap. What do you think I am, some sort of imbecile? Sorry, but you're just gonna have to reap the consequences for your actions.
Huh? Are you kidding me? You were going on as if you were gonna let me off the hook. You can't do this, you'll ruin me.
I had no intention of letting you off the hook. Man, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes now. Suspended from school, no job prospects. Probably have to live at home for the foreseeable future. Super elite my ass. You're 22, which means graduation is just around the corner. Missed out on that. A college dropout, huh? You'll be lucky if you get a job at the pizza place down on 5th Street. No way that major corporation's gonna hire you now, not with a criminal record. I'd be surprised if your folks would even allow you to live at home. You'll be paying a huge compensation for having an affair with my wife. I'll make sure of that. Your promising career sure does not look promising anymore. You're finished! Congratulations! Good luck, you're gonna need it.
Why are you doing this? You just said it would be so heartless to ruin a young man's promising career.
Promising? For a guy who has an affair with another person's wife? No. No way I wouldn't call you promising.
You old fart! I'm sincerely apologizing. It was all just a mistake. Why can't you accept that? You're a monster. How could you do this? You're totally being a jerk.
Scream all you want, you brought this onto yourself. Payback for sleeping with my wife and knocking her up. Take some responsibility for God's sake.
Payback, huh? You son of a bitch! Having fun wrecking a guy's life? You're despicable and a total jerk!
Who's being despicable here? Huh? You're the guilty party here. Water under the bridge. I'm apologizing, so forgive me. You act as if you're the victim. You have no intention of apologizing, do you? You steal my wife, knock her up, and now a kiss on the way? Rather than take responsibility, you just say, forget this ever happened, you can have Susan back. You really think I was gonna say, sure thing, Gary. Let's forget the whole thing, thanks for calling. I'm so glad you allowed Susan to come back to me. Oh, thanks oh so much, sir. Now we can get our life back. Oh yeah, you also said I could have your kid. Man, you are unbelievable. You know what that means, right? It means you have no friggin' intention of taking responsibility. You hear me? You give another scumbag?
Besides, I'm just a student.
You're 22, you're an adult, and I'll treat you like one. Hiding behind a student at your young age is not gonna help you one bit. You'll be treated like any other adult criminal. You're an adult. Take responsibility for what you did. You got that? I plan to divorce Susan. As for you, I plan to contact the school and your folks. Oh, that's that you take full responsibility. And it's your kid that Susan is carrying. You take responsibility and bring him, or maybe her, up yourself. You got all that? Said this right, mister, you got it?
Oh, please, I can't. I'm really sorry about all this. I didn't mean to. Oh, please forgive me. I'll never do this again, so please. I'll pay the compensation somehow, even if it takes years. And about Susan and the kid, I'll do whatever I can to support them. You can count on it. Please, leave my folks in the school out of it, please. Do that for me, please.
It's too late for that. You have to face the consequences or you'll never learn. I'll be going to the school and to your home with my lawyer tomorrow, so be expecting us.
Please, give me a chance, man, please!
A few days later, I got a ton of messages from both Gary and my wife, or should I say my ex-wife. They apologized for all they had done and pleaded to be forgiven. But I ignored it all and instead talked to my lawyer, and we drew up all the necessary papers and collected all the evidence, including copies of the line correspondence. I took all the evidence and headed over to Gary's house and showed them all the evidence of his misdeeds. After they saw the evidence, they practically got down on their knees to apologize. I actually felt sorry for them. They aren't bad folks. To be honest, I hated to do it. They eventually withdrew all the savings and sold off anything he had of value toward compensation. Whatever amount that was lacking, the folks covered the rest. I contacted Gary's college and learned that his application to that company he was set to join was terminated, and he was suspended from the school. 6 months shy of his graduation. I had an opportunity to meet him with my lawyer, but he was all petered out. There was no energy left in him. Where'd all that passion go, I wonder? I also went to see Susan's folks and demanded a divorce and compensation. I eventually received around $30,000 as compensation, and my divorce went through without a hitch. I heard those two never got married, but Susan accepted the baby as hers, and she is apparently bringing up her son. Yeah, it was a boy. Up as a single mom. Well, good for her. As for Gary, he dropped out of school. And in order to pay the debt he made with his folks and to pay for child support, he took a job on a merchant marine ship. I heard he's somewhere in the Middle East about now. Good luck, you guys. Have a good life.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Karen! Tell me where you are. Huh?
Ugh, what do you want, Mikey? I'm at home working, obviously. Where else would I be? I did make it clear you weren't to message me while I'm at work, didn't I? Would you stop this?
You told me remote work wasn't possible in your line of work.
Huh?
You said it wasn't possible to work from home due to the nature of the work you do. I remember it clearly.
Where is all this coming from all of a sudden?
You still don't get it, do you? I know everything, Karen. I'm fully aware you're in our bedroom getting it on with a guy called Chad right now, huh?
Huh?
I wanted to catch you red-handed, so I hatched a little plan. I called both of our parents. Now, all 5 of us are outside and we're about to charge in.
What? No, don't do it. You'll interrupt my work. Gah!
2 weeks later. I just handed in the divorce papers. It won't be long now. Once the divorce is finalized, I'll be taking full custody of Elena. This chat will remain in place as a place for us to discuss things relating to our daughter. I'll be renaming it Elena's Parents, and we'll be using it instead of blocking each other. Given that I'm her guardian now, you need to respect her will, so do not under any circumstance attempt to meet her unless she gives you permission.
I'm pleased we're finally divorcing. This has been a long time coming. But I am still Elena's mother, you know. Why do I have to accept you stealing her away from me? I gave birth to her. This isn't fair.
She's still traumatized over what you did. She hates you. If you genuinely love her and genuinely care about her feelings, you need to keep your distance until she says otherwise.
Oh my god. My parents disowned me. Chad broke up with me. I have nothing now. Nothing and nobody in the world who cares about me. What am I supposed to do?
That's not my problem. Maybe you can use this alone time as an opportunity to reflect on how things ended up like this. Goodbye. March, 5 years later.
Hey, Dad. Are you already on the train home now? Thanks so much for helping me move today. I couldn't have done it without you.
Don't mention it, Elena.
I mean, I will be moving again at the end of May, but I suppose I may as well make the most of my time here.
Right. We regret to inform you we were unable to provide you with a room that meets your wishes during your desired time frame. That's what the real estate guy said, right? I can't believe they mistyped your search criteria. I thought they had systems in place to prevent that kind of thing. Did they say they'd have something available for you at the end of May?
I know, right? I couldn't believe it either. Yeah, they did. It meets all my criteria, but the move-in date was way off, so now I've got to wait 3 months. They really dropped the ball on this one. I feel so lucky Carla's letting me temporarily use her apartment. I know I've already thanked her about 700 times, but can you tell her how grateful I am again?
She's a real darling, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll let her know.
Thanks. She's great. How did you manage to bag yourself such an amazing woman, Pops? When are you guys gonna tie the knot? You deserve to be happy, you know.
Thanks, honey. That's sweet of you to say. I'm not sure. Maybe a little longer? I don't want to rush things. Besides, we only just set up our company and we're busier than we thought humanly possible. The long-term vision is to have a company branch in every state on the East Coast.
Wow, you're reaching for the sky, huh? That's my Pops.
I have this surreal feeling of time passing faster than usual lately. I can't believe how much our lives have changed over the last few years. I can't believe you're living on your own as a student in New York now. It seems like only 5 minutes ago you were that mischievous little girl pulling those devilish pranks on me. Not only are you a whole plane journey's distance from our hometown, but this is your first time living totally on your own. I want you to know that you can talk to me whenever you want, about anything.
I know, Dad. That means a lot. Thanks.
1 month later.
Dad,
Huh? Elena, what's wrong? How come you're messaging me at this hour?
were you sleeping? I'm really sorry if I woke you.
You're not struggling with living on your own, are you? It's okay, sweetie, you're never really on your own, because I'll always be here. You can talk to me about anything, whenever you want, and you can come home whenever you want, too.
Dad, help.
What's wrong?
Mom's coming.
What?
Please, this is bad. Listen. I was supposed to be staying at my new friend from college's house tonight. We get on like a house on fire, and she invited me over yesterday. But she got a sudden phone call saying her grandma in New Jersey died today, so she had to go back to be with her family immediately. Obviously, the sleepover is canceled, but she was kind enough to drive me back to my apartment before she headed for the airport. Just as we were pulling up and I was getting ready to get out of the car, I spotted some middle-aged woman standing outside the front entrance, ringing my doorbell over and over again. That woman was Mom.
Wow, what happened next? Did you speak to her?
No, I'm still not ready to do that. Even just the thought of her makes me feel ill. I asked my friends to take me to the nearby internet cafe by the station instead, and that's where I am now.
Call the police!
I'm holding off for now. Don't get me wrong, I will if I have to, but that's more a worst-case scenario type thing.
Why? I hope you're not holding back just because she's your mother.
It's not that, it's the guy she was with.
What, she was with a guy?
How to put this? He looked like the kind of guy who might be involved in some shady activities, like a gang member or something. I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but the fact he was with someone like Mom, the way he was dressed, and the big scar he had on his face, I just had to get out of there. You know what else terrifies me? I never even told her my new address, and yet there she is with some creepy guy on my doorstep in the middle of the night, before I've even lived there a month. I did think about calling the police, but I was worried about what might happen to me afterwards if they got told off and found out I called the cops on them. I thought they might hurt me.
All right, I understand. Everything's gonna be okay. I want you to know that. Can you wait a little longer at the internet cafe for me, Elena? You're not to go back to your apartment until I say so, okay? Sit tight, sweetie. I'll handle this.
Got it. I'll sit tight. Thanks, Dad.
A few moments later. Hey, Karen! What the heck do you think you're doing? Are you still outside my friend's apartment?
Huh? Oh, Mikey. Your friend's apartment? I don't have the slightest clue what you're talking about. Elena's staying in room 202, isn't she? This is my daughter's room. My daughter, who came to live in New York on her own.
Wrong! That's my fiance's room!
What? Your fiancé?
We've been dating for the last 3 years. She spends 6 months of every year on business in New York. She's pretty high up at her company and is expected to attend a lot of important meetings. She figured it would be more economical to get an apartment than pay for a hotel every time, so she rents it as a kind of second home for whenever she's over there on business.
Huh?
I got a panicked message from Elena in the middle of the night, saying she couldn't go home because there was a strange woman outside her apartment calling her name and ringing the doorbell nonstop.
Huh? Wait, that doesn't make sense. I saw Elena coming in here before. You can't fool me.
That's because Elena and my fiancé know each other. They're so close, they're basically family. Do you not think it's more likely that she just has a spare key to the place?
Wait, what? Are you being serious right now?
When I heard you'd shown up out of the blue, I told her to get away and stay away until we could be sure you'd left.
What? Why? I need to see my daughter. Do you have any idea how difficult this makes things for me?
Why does it?
Because Elena is supposed to be looking after me from now on.
Excuse me?
The reason she came to work and live on her own in New York was because she knew I was here, right? She's always so sweet and thoughtful. I thought it was only natural we'd live together in that case. I mean, it doesn't make sense to rent 2 apartments when we're so close by, does it?
What kind of mental gymnastics did you have to pull to reach that conclusion? It'd be impressive if it wasn't so disturbing. Besides, Elena isn't even working yet.
Huh? She isn't?
But seriously, even if she did go to New York to find work, do you actually think she'd want anything to do with you after what you did to us? You betrayed your family, Karen!
Oh my god!
I take it you've snapped out of your delusions now. Hurry up and get as far away from that apartment as possible and never go back! I'm gonna have no choice but to call the cops if you refuse.
Come on, Mikey, that's a bit overly dramatic, don't you think? Besides, I'm already inside.
What? Did you break into my fiancé's freaking apartment?
What was I supposed to do? It was cold outside. I didn't think there'd be a problem with me moving in, what with my daughter living here and all.
Moving in? Are you insane? Wait, wasn't the door locked?
Well...
No way. Let me guess, you had that slimebo Chad teach you how to pick locks, didn't you?
I
know all about his criminal record and his ties to the mafia. He has previous for breaking and entering, doesn't he? Am I right? I'm right, aren't I?
Well...
The landlord told us there are several surveillance cameras set up around the apartment block, and the front door is visible on more than a few of them. You can lie as much as you like, but you'll never get away with this! If you did break in, you're on camera.
Seriously?
I have no choice but to call the police.
No, wait. Please, just wait. Let's not do anything drastic here. Let's become reasonable adults. Ugh. I only did it because I thought it was Elena's room. Anyway, all I did was come to visit my daughter. What's wrong with that? Visiting your daughter isn't a crime.
I have a sneaking suspicion it is a crime if it involves picking a lock and breaking into someone's apartment. And you don't get a get-out-of-jail-free card just because you didn't think something was against the law.
But, Mikey...
Blatant criminal activity aside, the real problem here is that Elena still hasn't given you permission to meet her, has she?
Huh?
I've taken a neutral stance and always been willing to respect her will since the beginning. I thought maybe she might be ready to meet you one day, but far from it. She says she hates you and never wants to see you again. That means you need to go away and stay away forever. Stop upsetting her, you poisonous woman! You've already done enough damage.
But I'm her mother. She's my daughter.
You lost any right to call yourself a mother when you betrayed us. When you chose to follow your base desires over your family. You'll never meet her as long as she doesn't want to meet you. Got it?
Oh my god. But what are we supposed to do now?
We?
My boyfriend. We just sold his apartment because we thought we'd be living with Elena from now on. We have nowhere else to go.
You did what?
My boyfriend, Tyrone. He may have struggled to hold down a job in the past, but he stopped selling crack recently and he's trying to turn his life around. He was so excited about our new home.
Your boyfriend sells crack?
Sold, Mikey, sold. Past tense. He's a good man with a good heart, I swear. This apartment was a lifeline for him. What are we supposed to do now? Wait, what's that? I can hear police sirens outside. What the hell? Are they here for the neighbors?
Oh, the landlord must have checked the surveillance footage. He probably called the cops on you.
What?
Yep, I sent him a message. I'm sorry to bug you in the middle of the night like this, but I think my ex-wife might have just broken into one of your properties. Please don't hesitate to call the cops.
What gives you the right to do that?
What gives you the right to break into my fiance's apartment? Breaking and entering is a crime, and crime is illegal. You're a criminal, and so is your boyfriend. Are you seriously gonna claim picking a lock and breaking into someone else's property isn't a crime? You don't have a leg to stand on. Of course the cops were gonna come. How else could this have possibly ended?
It was supposed to end happily ever after. This can't be happening.
The next morning. Good morning, Elena. How you doing, sweetie? I know Carla already messaged you, but just to confirm, your mom got taken away by the police last night, so it's safe to go back to the apartment. There's nothing to worry about, at least for now.
Got it. Thanks, Dad.
Even still, you must be pretty anxious about going back there all on your own.
Well, to tell the truth, yes. Carla's been super kind by letting me stay here, and I'm grateful for that. Really, I am. But the real estate people say they'll have my room ready in about 2 weeks. I was wondering if there's anywhere I might be able to stay until then, just in case?
About that, Carla has a 3-week business trip in New York scheduled to start tomorrow. But she decided to advance her plans and is on the plane as we speak. She'll be landing at JFK soon, and will be with you by this evening.
Really?
Even still, it's probably best you stay away from the apartment for now. She suggested you both stay at a business hotel until you can move into your new place. What do you think?
I think I like the sound of it. Wow, Carla's the best. I love her.
Great. I'll message her with the news.
Thank you. I'm starting to think she's actually a goddess. I want her to be my mom.
She'll be overjoyed to hear that, sweetie.
Really?
Anyway, Carla will be landing at JFK within the next 10 minutes. So how about you two discuss the plan for New York over text while she makes her way to the apartment on the train?
Okay, I'll message her now. Thanks a bunch, Dad.
Later on. Just as expected, my ex-wife's new boyfriend was the kind of person it's best not to associate with. I can't help but wonder what the hell must be wrong with her to keep picking guys like that, but it'll probably remain a mystery forever. Anyway, as you saw, the pair of them were arrested after being caught red-handed breaking and entering in the middle of the night. It turns out her and Tyrone, the reformed crack dealer, were both serving a suspended sentence for a previous crime, and they'll be spending a lot of time behind bars real soon. I feel like I dodged a lethal bullet in divorcing her, and I count my lucky stars every day. Not long after the events of today's saga, me and Carla permanently moved our company HQ to New York, where we also now live. Elena still lives on her own, and we want to respect her independence, but we're within walking distance now, and she can come home and hang out with us whenever she feels like it. Oh yeah, guess what? Me and Carla are tying the knot soon. Ever since that day, Elena's been calling her mom, which put the biggest smile on her face. I'm looking forward to the rest of my life with my new family, and I've never been more optimistic about the future. Here's to us!
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Ben, I need you to listen to this.
What do you need? Is it really that urgent? I'm on the train right now. Can this wait?
No, Haley was only able to get 70 on her test again.
70? That isn't even that bad of a score at all.
You're going too easy on her. Bella came home with 100 on the exact same test. I can't believe this. How is one so much smarter than the other when they're literally identical twins? It doesn't make any sense. I wish we'd only had Bella instead of twins.
You're always so harsh on Haley. Give her a break. How do you think she feels being compared to her twin like that? I'm sure Haley's trying her best too. That's what matters.
No matter how hard she works, she'll get nowhere. Bella, who doesn't even have to try to be better, obviously deserves to be the favorite child. And I see nothing wrong in that. It's only natural.
Grades are not the only thing that matters in life, and it certainly doesn't measure who's better than the other. Haley's way better at sports, and that's her strong point. Bella's not as good at sports, but she's amazing with tests. Each one of them has their strong points and weak points. And there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, we as parents should find each child's strong points and help them reach the pinnacle of their abilities to do great things.
Are you serious? Being good at sports will not help Bella whatsoever in the future. I don't see her benefiting anyone else either. I truly do not understand how one is so much better than the other, even though they're identical twins.
Do you hear yourself? Even though they're identical twins, they're two different human beings. How could you possibly expect them to be clones or something?
If so, then it's only natural for us parents to put in twice the effort to the better one.
You better shut up before I get angry, Gabriella.
Whatever. I wanted to suggest something regarding Bella. Given how academically talented and gifted she is, I was thinking that maybe we should let her attend a famous private high school over in the city.
You mean the one in New York? It's 3 hours away from here. Even if we were to wake up early every day, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work out for even a month.
Exactly. So I was thinking, maybe I could live alone with Bella over at the apartment in New York City.
What? You gotta be joking. What are you gonna do with your job? I heard people don't get moved around too much in your company.
Yeah, so I've already done what needed to be done. I quit my job this morning, so no need to worry about that.
What did you just say?
I'm already eyeing an apartment in New York too, so we already have a place too.
You're getting way ahead of yourself right now. She still hasn't even gotten to the entrance exam of that place.
With her level of intelligence, I'm pretty sure she'll get in with the score ahead of the rest of the kids by a mile. Oh, and by the way, it's pretty obvious, but I'm gonna need you to pay for her tuition, so please prepare the money for that. My retirement money and savings will all go to our utilities and other fees that we'll be needing when we finish moving over there.
Whoa. How is Bella feeling about this anyway? Have you bothered to ask her? I'll be sure to ask her later on myself too. But are you sure you're not just pushing your feelings against her and pressuring her to say yes to this whole thing?
Of course, I've asked her, and no, I'm not pressuring her. She told me that there's classes that specify in what she wants to do in the future, so she'd love to take the challenge.
Whatever you say. I mean, if Bella feels that way herself, then I guess there's no reason to stop her.
Decision made then. Oh, and also, make sure that Haley ends up going to a public school no matter what she says.
What?
Let's do ABC High School, the one that's close to our house. It's a dumb public school anyways. I'm sure they'd even accept a dull girl like her.
Are you hearing yourself right now?
What?
Haley told us about how she wants to attend the private school over in the city next door. She already got offered a scholarship as a track player in that high school.
Oh, about that. I'm planning to make her resign from the offer.
Why the hell would you do that? It's a great school and she has a full ride, so it won't cost us any tuition to let her go there.
But we don't want to be spending any extra fees that she needs for traveling all the way over there by train and bus, honey.
It's only like $100 a month. We can afford that.
Even $100 a month is $1,200 in a year. It adds up. We need that money to provide a better learning environment for Bella. We're doing the other one a big favor by letting her even go to a school.
I'm going to let Haley choose her own life. This decision is final.
What? You can't just decide that on your own. She's both our children.
Whether she wants to go to a public school or a private school or a school that costs a lot to get into, she's gonna get to go wherever she wants. We're putting her own feelings first. That's our job as parents.
I can't believe you. Do you not care about Bella?
I care about both Bella and Haley more than anything else in the world. And I have no intention of cherishing or prioritizing any of the two more than the other.
Whatever. I guess you and I have some fundamental differences in our way of thinking. You know what? I want a divorce. Right now.
What the hell?
Of course, I get to keep Bella. I only need the gifted one. No one cares about the mediocre, untalented one. And if you want to act so heroic, and as if you really care about the other one so much, then fine. You keep yours and I keep mine. You can act as if her stupid self is adorable and cute. I don't need any of those unnecessary distractions. You two take good care.
Gabriella, are you serious?
My precious Bella and I will be moving over to New York as soon as she graduates middle school. I need you to sign the divorce letter by then.
There's no going back after we make that decision. Are you sure?
Of course I am.
Can you swear on your life that you've thought about Bella's future and believe that this is really the right choice?
Yes. There's no other choice that's better for her.
Really?
I've made up my mind, period. Oh, and I'll need your help pay for Bella's parenting expenses. Be prepared for that.
We'll talk this through again once I come back from my business trip. Then we'll finalize the decision.
Fine.
Dad?
Oh, hey, Haley. What are you doing up so late? You need to get to bed, honey.
I'm so sorry.
What?
You're getting divorced with Mom because of me, aren't you?
Did you hear that from your mother?
Yes. She said it was all because I wasn't born as smart as Bella. I am so sorry.
Don't apologize, honey. None of that is true. It's true that Bella has better grades than you as of now. But I've always told you, this world isn't all about how smart you are, how good you are at tests.
Yeah, Bella told that to me too, but...
The reason your mother and I are getting divorced is because our values are too different for us to stay together. And that's all there is to it. It's no one's fault, honey. If anyone, we should be apologizing to both you and Bella for bringing into our personal issues like this. Even though you two are acknowledging and respecting each other for each of your talents and who you are, I can't believe we're gonna have to rip you two apart like this. I'm so sorry, honey.
It isn't your fault, Dad. And if anything, I want to thank you. It's true that Bella wants to go to a high school in New York to pursue her dreams. And the only reason I get to go to the school I wanted to go with a scholarship that I earned was because you stopped Mom from forcing me to go to a public school. But if all of that's true, I just can't get over the fact that each of us going to our dream schools to pursue our dreams is one of the reasons why you two had to end up getting a divorce.
Don't think of it that way, honey. I'll continue to provide for both you and your sister, and our connection as father and daughter will always be the same. All I want you two to worry about is what you need to do in order to achieve what you want to achieve. All I need to do is help you as your father. I'll always be the #1 fan for both of you.
That really means a lot, Dad. Thank you.
Hey, long time no see. It's me, Gabriella. I wanted to have a talk with you about our daughter. Do you have a minute?
What do you want?
Thank goodness. I was hoping you hadn't blocked me already.
I couldn't even if I wanted to. Even though we aren't husband and wife, we're still the parents of Bella and Haley. We need a means of contact if there's anything happening to either of them. Now, what do you want?
So, Bella and Haley are both seniors right now, and they're almost graduating high school.
Yeah, what about that?
But the thing is, Bella probably won't be able to graduate this year.
What? Did she flunk?
Yeah, that.
What happened?
She quit going to school at the end of her junior year.
At the end of her junior year? It's already been almost a year since then!
Apparently, she couldn't keep up with her studies, and the pressure just made her collapse. Since she was always so smart, she was shocked at how she'd almost failed a test for her first time in her life. Ever since the next day, she just stopped going to school completely.
Why did you wait to tell me until it was too late?
Because, I don't know, I felt embarrassed, like I'd lost to you.
Embarrassed?
I spent all of this time and effort and made all of these sacrifices for her to end up nowhere. How would I not be embarrassed? But rumor says that Haley isn't doing so well either, is she? Apparently, she too is headed towards a poor life as a loser.
What are you talking about?
I heard she started off with the sports scholarship, but joined the regular students after a while, right? I guess neither of the twins were golden eggs after all, and we're both failures as parents, so, joke's on you!
Haley joined the normal class because she injured her foot during the season.
What?
It happened while she was practicing. And the doctor told us that even if cured completely, it would still be difficult for her to keep running as a player. I thought I had asked your parents to talk to you about this. Did you not get the message?
I'm not in touch with my parents at all, so I never heard of this news. So, that's what happened to that girl. I didn't know that happened to her. Well, now that the only thing she was good at was taken away from her, I guess she's completely useless to this world. Are you proud of yourself for raising a useless failure who can't even do something as simple as running?
What's wrong with you?
I'm guessing she's an outlaw or something now, with nothing better to do with her life. Whatever she is now, I bet it's nothing useful to this world.
Oh, haven't you heard? Haley got into med school.
What? A med school?
Yeah, a med school.
Oh, very funny. There's no way a girl like her could have gotten into med school. She's obviously not smart enough for it.
I'm as surprised as you are, but I think it was her mentality that did the job.
Her mentality?
She was really upset when she first heard that she couldn't run anymore competitively. But the doctor that helped her through her injury had helped her both mentally and physically. Ever since then, she just decided that she wanted to become a doctor and help other people the way the doctor helped her. The way her grades skyrocketed after she joined the regular classes was nothing like I'd ever seen before.
So, you're not joking?
Even if I were lying to you right now, you'd find out anyways.
That's true. Well then, give me Haley.
What the hell? Don't you dare say give you like that. They're human beings.
I don't care. The only children that I'll acknowledge as mine are those that are elite. So, give me Haley. Oh, and I don't need Bella anymore. She's proven to be a false hope for me. She's failed me, so you can have her back.
You little... Have you learned nothing over the past 3 years?
What do you mean?
You treat your own kids, the children who you gave birth to, like your own belongings.
Who are you to say anything about that? I'm the one who gave birth to them, so I get to raise them however I want to raise them.
You're a hopeless cause. I'll be raising Bella, but I'm not letting you take Haley either.
What? That isn't fair. You're being greedy. You've had your turn spending a gracious 3 years with Haley, our family's elite daughter. Now it's my turn. Let's trade them a month later on the day they graduate from high school.
You won't get Haley either way.
Why not?
Her university is in another state. No matter how hard you try, she won't be able to stay with you in your little apartment in New York.
How could she?
That's the end of this conversation. It's useless trying to talk to you. Bye.
I need you to pick up. This is an emergency.
What do you need now?
Bella disappeared. I was gone grocery shopping, and when I came back, she was gone, along with all her other stuff.
I made Haley go pick her sister up.
What?
I heard from Bella that you hadn't been working since you left for New York. You were living off of all the savings you had left, but you still couldn't afford to pay for much longer. So you made Bella work, even though it was forbidden at her school. She was caught right away and got expelled. That's the reason she stopped going to school altogether, isn't it?
I can explain.
Haley felt that it was dangerous to keep Bella near you for any longer, so she told me she wanted to go get her. Apparently, the two are going to work hard together over at Haley's new apartment near her university.
How could you do that?
By the way, I've also been moved to somewhere pretty close to where they're going, so I've already finished moving in.
How could you people leave me like this?
And if it wasn't obvious enough, no. I'm not telling you where neither I nor the two girls are currently living.
What's gonna happen to me then?
You can just work and make a living on your own. It isn't that complicated.
Wait,
All right, see ya!
I said wait!
After that, I heard Gabriella went back to live with her parents. But apparently, she found their house to be sold already, and her parents had already moved into a daycare center nearby. A new family was living at what used to be her house, and she started yelling, "Where are my parents?" Which led her to get the police called on them for her. Since the rumor spread so quickly on the countryside, she soon became unable to live near her old house. So she left for somewhere else, and no one has seen her since. On the other hand, Bella started going to an online high school from home after being saved by her sister Haley. She says she wants to become an engineer when she grows up, so she's planning on studying that field once she graduates from high school. Even though my two precious daughters were mistreated by their selfish mother, I'm glad they're growing to be bold and wise. As a proud father, I'll continue to give them all my love and support.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Kevin, can you come over to the hospital today? It's already been 3 days since the baby was born, you know. Are you busy with work? When will you be able to come see the baby?
Oh, it's you! Hi, Riley. I'm actually leaving for a business trip today. I'm already on an airplane bound for Florida.
What?
Yeah, I'm not coming back for a week, so good luck.
Is this some kind of joke? Didn't we tell your company that my due date was this month? Why would they send you on a business trip at a time like this?
Due date, huh? That's what I have a problem with.
That?
I signed up for a DNA test between that kid and me.
What? A DNA test? Are you saying that you don't believe she's your own daughter?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Why?
You should know damn well why.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never done anything to make you concerned about this.
The way you're starting to get nervous is telling me that I'm right.
Of course I'm nervous. You're accusing me of something that I literally have no idea about. Anyone would be nervous.
Just stop making ridiculous excuses. I'll see you when the DNA results come out. It'll be enough to prove that you're cheating on me. Then I'll sue you and get a divorce.
Hey!
You better be prepared.
None of this makes any sense.
Riley! I cannot believe you! I never liked you in the first place, but I should have listened to my instincts. You'll pay for what you did to my son.
Miss White? Are you doubting my loyalty as well?
Are you trying to tell me that Kevin is the one who's lying?
All I know is that I would never betray him like that. The baby's none other than his own daughter.
We'll see about that. Do you really think you could cheat a DNA test? You'll have no way out once the results arrive.
Why are you guys doing this to me?
quit playing dumb.
I swear on my life that I did not do whatever you think I did.
We'll be sure to sue you, and you will divorce our son.
I don't understand. You people are crazy.
Blame yourself for doing the things you did. You dug your own grave. Whatever, the truth will come out as soon as we get the results of the test. Just be ready for everything that's coming your way.
I didn't do anything. Hey, Kevin?
What? The audacity you have to be texting me right now.
About our baby's name.
Do you mean your baby's name?
We need to turn in a birth certificate. And it has to be turned in 14 days after birth. What do you think about the name Chris? You said you wanted to share initials with her, so I thought it would work.
You must be joking. Why would you name someone else's kid after me? You disgust me.
Please stop. Are you still accusing me of cheating on you?
Obviously.
Why? I need you to explain it with your own words.
You know damn well why. I'm not going to waste my time going over everything.
Can we at least have a proper talk? Aren't you already back from your business trip? I'll be leaving the hospital tomorrow.
Sorry, I'm staying at my parents' house right now.
What?
Don't act surprised. I don't want to see your face. Nor do I want to see the face of that baby that I'm not even related to. You're really starting to piss me off.
I can't believe you.
By the way, I don't want a cheater entering my house, so I changed the lock.
What?
Go to your parents' house or something. I redirected all of the baby equipment that we bought to that house anyways.
You're going too far.
As I've said before, the next time you'll see me is going to be when we get the results of the DNA test. See ya.
I don't understand why you're doing all of this, even though you don't have a single piece of proof. This child is your baby. I've never slept with anyone else.
Riley? I need to talk to you.
Oh, it's you. Hi, Kevin. Did you see the results of the DNA test? Now you know that you're the dad. Even though you opened the letter while yelling at me about how my sins would finally be exposed, that face you made when you saw the results. I've never seen anyone with such an idiotic, blank look in my life.
Please stop.
No, I deserve to say this. You treated me like an unloyal piece of trash. You refused to treat your own daughter with any love. How are you gonna pay for what you did? What?
I'm so sorry.
Shut up.
I never thought that she would actually be my child. But your attitude today wasn't great either.
What do you mean?
You didn't have to leave the moment you heard the results. Now we know that she's actually my child, so there's no problem anymore.
No problem anymore? Do you really think we could just go back to how things were?
Can't we?
You have to be joking.
Why not?
Why did you doubt me in the first place? Why did you doubt your own child being yours?
About that, I was going to ask you.
What?
The baby was born 3 weeks earlier than the date our doctor gave us.
Yes? So what?
The dates from pregnancy to birth don't add up.
What?
I did the math, and I was out for a business trip on the day you got pregnant. That's why I thought I wasn't the dad.
Are you stupid? The baby was just delivered earlier than expected.
What? Really?
The due date is only an estimate. It changes depending on the mother's health.
I did not know that.
Honestly, all of this, it's all your mom's fault.
What?
That lady, she made me hold heavy things even while I was pregnant. She made me drive for her. She made up excuses to make me climb up and down the stairs. There's a lot more than this. That old hag treated me like a servant, even during the month I was due. Thanks to her, a lot of stress was put onto my body, and I ended up giving birth early.
Is that true?
Quit acting surprised. I consulted you so many times, but you just say your mom would never do such a thing and turn me down every time. This is your fault too. Timmy, you and your mom are just harmful people who just make my life harder. No matter the result, I want a divorce. Actually, I got a divorce.
What? What do you mean?
The divorce paper you threw at me, I signed it and turned it in today.
What? We have a child! You're gonna have to raise her alone!
I know that.
Then...
My company provides well for employees with children. I'll get back to work soon anyways. I'll be fine.
But our daughter won't have a father!
She'll be better off without a father like you.
Come on, please rethink this!
My answer won't change. I was mentally and physically unstable after birth. You were ruthless to me when I needed you the most. No, not only you. Your mom texted me just to say cruel things. Even today, you scoffed and told me that I was done for and threw the divorce paper right at my face. You can't even begin to imagine how worried and hurt and scared you people made me. You'd never understand.
Please, forgive me! Please! Let me see Chris!
Chris? My child's name is Regina.
What?
I named her Regina so we could have matching initials.
I thought you made it so that she and I had matching initials!
You're the one who told me to stop because it disgusted you.
That was before we got the results!
I wouldn't want to name my child after a father who can't even love his own daughter.
That was before the test! I know she's my child now! I'll love her like no one else!
Do you not understand that this isn't the issue here?
What?
Let's just stop. We'll never reach a resolution.
Riley?
Please contact me through the lawyer from now on.
Wait! Riley!
Riley! Hey! Please get back together with Kevin. Please let me hold my granddaughter.
Did you not hear from your son? We've already gotten divorced.
That doesn't change the fact that Chris is my granddaughter.
It's Regina, not Chris.
Whatever, that doesn't matter. Kevin is furious at me, and he won't listen.
What?
He's blaming me for making him doubt you and his daughter, and that you two had to get a divorce because of me.
Is he really saying that?
Oh, please come back here along with my granddaughter. All will be well.
Like mother, like son, huh?
Are you coming back then?
No.
What?
I've already told Kevin that he needs to contact me through a lawyer. Please do the same. I'll be going now.
Wait, Riley!
I guess neither the mom nor the son understands the real problem. We had a few talks through our lawyers after that. But all my ex-husband would say is that we don't need a divorce since he knows Regina is really his child now. On top of that, his mother is telling me that if I come back, they'll act like I've done nothing wrong. After receiving this message, my lawyer was baffled by how incomprehensive these people were. However, my father-in-law, who works overseas, found out about the situation and helped us reach a resolution. Thanks to him, I was able to have compensation and education fees fully paid. On top of that, my ex-husband and mother-in-law continued to spit odd rumors about me after that. So, my father-in-law forced Kevin to pay back all fees and divorce my mother-in-law.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.